Hello traders, I've added a pin bar strategy to the patterns bounce patterns algo. And the pin bar strategy is, let's say this is a pin bar short strategy, and the way it's not a hammer, may look like a hammer, but the thing about pin bar strategy is that it looks to the left and it makes sure that this high is the highest and the X number of bars. I will show this in this settings. Periods to look back would be 10. So it says that look back 10 periods, 10 bars, and make sure that this high will be the highest. So if we look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you take between this bar and this bar, this is the highest bar, right? So this this makes it the pin bar. It also was true with this one, even though it was a loss, because it took these calculations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this was the highest point between the last 10 bars. So yeah, and it also calculates nose length, would be this length, in a percentage, open close percent, which would be it calculates the how far open and close is compared to the whole bar. Again, it's in percentage. It calculates nose percent compared to the prior bar, and a pin bar range in points, which is you can specify how big of the bar should be at least. So if we were gonna start this, again, it's a time-based. You could do it on 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, and things like that. Do you see this? This was a pin bar. Like this was the lowest point in the X number of bars here, and it took this trade. And again, when we look at this bar, it's also a pin bar for a loan, and it took it took this trade because this was the lowest point, and it has a good size wick. Yeah, so yeah, so basically it ran through the session. It's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, it took it takes this trades based on those algorithm calculations for a pin bar strategy. So it took this one because it was the lowest point. It also took this one because this was the highest point. And they had, both of them had a good size wicks, which is a nose. Um, I mean, it didn't take this trade, right? Because this is not the lowest point in the last like 10 bars, is what I have specified. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it wouldn't take this trade, but it would take this trade. So yeah, it's a pin bar strategy. It was a popular strategy in the forex market, but I've decided to include it in the patterns as well. Um, Later, I will work on to add alerts to this because it may be the way we used to trade it in forex is that we would just run it all day long, and whenever the pin bar happens on a larger time frame like 30 minutes or an hour, it sends you that alert message. Yeah, that'll be for next release, but for now I have this ready. Thanks.